Welcome to the world premiere of the Check Ball podcast. Today's special guest is four-star recruit Jaeden Mustaf of Carmel Christian High School. Jaden, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. To get this podcast started, I'm going to start off with the icebreaker question, and that question is: do you have any pre-game rituals, and if so, what are they?
Pre-game ritual is probably listen to music. And music I listen to probably be a little baby or something about either his music or it's different artists and stuff like that. But it's probably listen to music and I'm the type of player I like to before games. I like to just like laugh around, joke around and stuff. Like I don't like to be like too serious about before the game stuff like that. I like to like laugh around, joke around my teammates and things like that, and then listen to music, and then I'll be ready to go.
Most definitely, I love to hear that. So you like to have things loose before you go out there and handle your business.
Mhm.
If you had to pick a little baby song, which one would be your go-to?
Uh, probably freestyle. That's a song that I feel like gets me going the most. Like I know
Most
every song lyric, like every part of the whole thing. So probably
most
freestyle.
definitely. I gotta agree with you there. He definitely got off on that one. Okay, let's get right to it because you have a lot of fans and a lot of support out there. That's been in tune with you, since you started playing basketball up to this point. So I want to ask, what got you involved with basketball?
Just my whole family playing from my dad playing college league and stuff like that to, my grandfather play. My grandfather had me playing and stuff like that when I was little. We go to the gym all the time and play. My aunt, we she being there with us too, playing and stuff like that. My siblings, everybody played. My mom played. Like everybody, everybody, basically my family, all played at some point in time. And then so that was just and then Kobe Bryant. That's just my favorite player ever. So watching him and stuff like that made me like want to play and stuff.
Most definitely. Kobe Bryant. So would you say that he's the GOAT?
Oh yeah, of course, one hundred
For
percent.
sure.
I gotta say,
Okay.
to me, it's between him and Mike. And the thing for me is, I watched Kobe play. I never really like. I watched him play. I didn't really watch Mike play and stuff. But so Kobe got to be my goat.
Once again, I gotta agree with you there. I'm a huge MJ fan, watched him
Mhm.
growing up and everything like that. But it was just something different about Kobe Bryant. And then when I heard
Right.
Jordan say if there was one person that could beat him, it would be Kobe. So for me, I got to give Kobe Bean Bryant the edge on that as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so you come from a family of basketball players. I must ask then, your dad played collegiately, professionally, sister collegiately, mom, everyone played. Who's the best player in the family now?
I've since I've been little, I've always said myself. Now, I've always said myself. I don't think anybody in the family at the point that I'm at now, I don't think anybody in the family is better than me. Of course, my dad made it farther as like so far, but I feel like things we all joke around. I feel like things that I can do, he couldn't do. So I gotta say myself.
Oh, okay, okay. I love to hear that. So when there's family gatherings, Christmas, Thanksgiving, or something, is there any one-on-one competitions between your dad, you and your siblings, or anyone?
At this point, no, they don't play me no more. My sister,
Oh,
she always make a joke about last time she played me, I was like 8 or something like that, and I tried to fight her or whatever. So she don't play me no more. Last time I played my dad, he didn't even want to talk about that story.
uh-oh.
And
Okay.
nobody else wants to play me at this point anymore. So
Say less. I get it. Okay.
yeah.
Um, Playing basketball in North Carolina, we know that it's known as the basketball state. You are one of the top recruits in the state of North Carolina right now. How does it feel being, known as one of the top recruits in North Carolina? And would you speak about the competition of high school basketball in North Carolina, please?
Yeah, it feels great. It's a blessing. It's an honor to be just in a company with like so many other great players, and just to be blessed enough to have a big name and stuff like that, and be like recognized as one of the top players and things like that. And the competition down here is great. Every night, or at least most nights I'm playing against another great player, even somebody that maybe that maybe before I didn't really know too much about. It's still like there's still players that can shoot, like just do things on the court, and then and then I feel like also coaching down here is pretty good. Like everybody's scouting, they know what you're gonna do, they know how you're gonna play and stuff like that. So I feel like down here is great competition, great coaching and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. Definitely, like you said, every night you know you're going against top players as well as yourself. Being that you are playing against top players, when you see like when you see yourself watching film and things like that, how do you feel knowing that you're on that level as well?
Um, I mean, of course, it feels good, but I don't. But I mean, I've always thought of myself as like as a high level player, no matter the rankings or anything like that. I don't like. Of course, people see the rankings and stuff like that, but I don't really get into that too much. So I mean, knowing that I am like ranked high and things like that. I mean, I know players looking forward to playing against me, but I'm also, but I don't really get into all that. So I'm still coming up the same energy every game, no matter who I'm playing against or what's going on. So.
I love to hear that, especially the part about the rankings when you said that you really don't pay too much attention into the rankings. You just go out there and handle your business. And it's so great to hear that, the humbleness in you because, it's a lot of players that take those rankings and, they run with it and that's okay.
Mhm.
But to see that humbleness with you and to see your camaraderie with your teammates and everything, I've never seen a moment where you felt like, a big guy, little you. And I want to
Mhm.
just say, big salute to that. That's tremendous to see. Um, Speak about playing at Carmel Christian, and then you played on the Adidas circuit last year.
Mhm.
This year you joined up with Boo Williams and playing with Boo Williams in the Nike EYBL. Would you speak about look at how you're looking forward to playing with Boo Williams in the EYBL circuit?
I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to play UIBL and things like that. I always want to play on this circuit. It's the biggest circuit. And I mean, last year was great for me, for our team, for our organization with Newer last year. It was great that we ended off with a championship and things like that. And it helped all of us, pretty much. It helped all of us. And so playing now with ERBL, I feel like this is where all the best talent is. And I think if I want to call myself one of the best players, I gotta play against the best talent. That's what I want, and that's gonna be something that I'm about to play against that every day, maybe three times a day. I'm playing against the best talent, so that's what I want. So I think it's gonna be a great switch.
Most definitely, most definitely. Speaking of playing in EYBL, like you said, playing against the best talent, that's out there. What challenge do you have for yourself when you're going out there to compete?
Um, my biggest thing is defense. You playing against players that can score in any type of way, all three levels and things like that. And I feel like defense is more of a pride thing. That's just you don't want your man to score. Like so, my big challenge to myself is to try to stop or slow down like the top players and things like that. When I'm playing against them, just just do what I do, play defense, and try to hold them to like under what they usually do, and then try to get the win. Of course, that's the main goal.
Love to hear that. Defense was the first thing that you said that you challenged yourself. I mean, like I said, you separating yourself a lot, with the humbleness, the things that you look for, and how you challenge yourself. Okay. Um, Being that you're a top recruit, you're being recruited heavy. What's the best piece of advice that you were given as far as how to handle the recruiting process and just the decision making and things like that?
Probably just take my time with it. Enjoy the process and take my time. Don't rush into it. Don't let it overwhelm me. Because I mean sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes during the season stuff like that, it does become a lot. You're playing games, you're trying to win, focus on your team and things like that, and you're getting calls here and there, texts and stuff like that. And sometimes it's a lot during the day. Sometimes it's not many during the day. So just I think the best advice has just been to be patient with it, take my time, enjoy the process, and not let it overwhelm me.
Great answer. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. Um, During this recruiting process, what's been the most exciting part of it for you?
I think the most exciting part is the visits. It don't get no better than that. You get to go to the campus, see the campus. You go to a football game, a basketball game. Um, uh, or when I'm on my officials when I was at when I was at Georgetown, just hanging out with the coaches and stuff like that, getting my own hotel room, snacks and stuff in there. I feel like I just like I enjoy that stuff. So I feel like those are like that's probably like the most exciting part of the overall like process and things like that.
For sure, most definitely. When it comes to the recruiting in the schools, choosing schools like that, what are you looking for most from a school academically?
Um, Somewhere where I can see myself like growing academically, being challenged academically. I don't like I want to be anywhere I go. I want to be challenged, no matter if it's academically, athletically, no matter what I'm doing. I want to be challenged. So somewhere where I'm going to be challenged academically, where I'm not just going to just be let by and allow myself just to do whatever. Like somewhere where I know I have to lock in on athletics and academics first, of course. And so somewhere where I'm just going to be challenged at all levels.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, let's jump to a fun question. Who is your favorite player to watch in the NBA?
Right now it got to be Steph Curry. I mean, watching him play is like I can sit and watch him play a full game every night. I mean, it's like he doing something new every night. He's shooting from wherever. Like he can get and when he gets hot, he might he might I don't know just go for 40, hit like five straight threes or something like that. What last night or 2 nights ago, I was watching them play. They were playing who are they playing? They're playing somebody the other night, and they were down at home. They were down at home by like near 20. In third quarter, he just went crazy. But for the last ever since Kobe retired, he's been my favorite player to watch just because how exciting he is.
Oh, and that was Phoenix. It just came to me. That was Phoenix.
Nah, it wasn't. They it wasn't Phoenix. It was they played somebody out in the West. It wasn't Phoenix. It was like 2 nights ago. I
Okay.
don't know why I forgot.
Okay.
They had lost to Minnesota and then they played the next night or something like that against somebody else. But I
Okay.
forgot.
Okay. What is it that you take from Steph Curry game, or what would you take from Steph Curry game and add to your game?
Um, I think the way he moves without the ball. I mean, shoot some like not many people are gonna be able to shoot like him. Maybe nobody ever is gonna be able to shoot like him. So just like learn how to move without the ball. Um, just like when I don't have the ball, moving without it, trying to find an open spot, get my teammates open, things like that. Cause he gets his teammates open for himself. So just doing things like that, and that will free myself up more. So I think taking that from this game would be a good thing for me.
For sure. Let's go back to the state championship game. It didn't end, how Carmel Christian wanted it or yourself. However, I feel like I saw you grow as a player as the game went on. I saw you taking on challenges. You put the team on your back, like you and Bryce, and everyone else that contributed.
Mhm.
However, just looking at you during that game, I just saw this look on your face where you wasn't gonna let the team down. Again, like you said, it didn't end how you wanted it. But how do you feel about your performance, knowing you gave it your all and left it out there on the court?
Um, I always give my all no matter what. I think if I'm not doing that, I'm letting my team down. So, I mean, knowing that I gave my all, I can be okay with it. But I mean, nobody likes to lose. I don't like to lose. So I mean, it was tough. But just getting over it, focusing on like just getting better, improving, and then come back next year and trying to come back next year, get in the same position and change the result. So I mean, it was yeah.
For sure, no doubt, definitely. Speaking of the mind, the aspect of the mental, being mental tough for that. How are you preparing yourself mentally going into next season?
Um, I think just being more mentally tough. It's a lot of games to be played. Um, Sometimes three nights a week, something like that. So just keep my body in shape, and then mentally keep myself mentally tough. My teammates holding my teammates accountable, holding myself accountable, being more of a leader, things like that to help my team.
For sure. This is the Check Ball Podcast. Today's special guest is four-star recruit Jaeden Mustaf of Carmel Christian High School in North Carolina. Okay, let's go. Like you said, you spoke about Steph Curry. I want to speak about, go back to North Carolina and just the dominance of North Carolina with basketball. Obviously we know North Carolina, Duke, NC State, Clemson, all those schools are there. But just high school basketball, how much have or how much do you feel the talent and the competition will prepare you for playing D1 basketball?
Um, I feel like it's going to prepare me like very, very well. You got players, Austin Schwartz, who's going to be playing with me. Zion Walker, who's going to be playing with me. I played them two this year. Isaiah Evans, Drew Harris. The list just goes on and on. It's many players out here that I didn't even name, but I think those are all like high major or just D1 players in general. So playing against like players like that will prepare me just because those are the type of players I'm gonna be playing against when I get to the next level. So I think just all those players, like just playing against all this talent is gonna prepare me to be better when I get to the next level.
Definitely. Okay. Again, you're playing with Boo Williams, the Boo Williams team, and EYBL. Uh, what have you been taking so far? Playing with the new team, with the Boo Williams team. What have you taken so far from the team, the players and the coaches, with your new EYBL team, that you feel will help you as a player?
Um, the coaches have been they've been on me a lot. They get on me about just being more of a leader, trying to take control of the team, be more of a leader, and things like that. That's things that coaches been telling me for a while. My dad's been telling me. So I think just the coaches keep influencing me more and more to be a leader. Like just like letting me know that like I gotta be the guy to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing if I want to be the point guard and things like that. And so I think just playing with Boo is preparing me more and more just for this summer and then on the rest of my basketball career and things like that. And then the players, I mean, it's great players I'm playing with. So learning more and more to play with great players and things like that is also going to prepare me for the next level. And just for this summer, just trying to win.
Love it, love it, love it. I love it. What has been your most proudest moment as a basketball player so far?
Uh, I gotta say, last summer when we us with New World won the 3SSB championship with it down at for Adidas, um, and I was blessed to be able to walk away with the MVP trophy. So that's something I'm always gonna cherish. And my teammates, man, I love my teammates that I played with last year. I love all the coaches. Um, I just think the experience last year, just the whole entire summer was amazing. I mean, we all got along. We all like laughed and joked the whole year. Even after a loss, we came back, fought hard. We played against top talent, UIBL teams that we beat. I mean, so I think last year, just the whole entire summer in general, but especially just winning the championship with them guys, celebrating after the game and all that stuff. I think that's probably my most proudest moment.
I mean, listening to you talk, seeing your actions on the court, you are definitely a team player, and and I love to hear that, and I love to hear that, you taking the accountability to be more of a leader as well, and to hear you say that, playing against other guys who would be on this, you would be playing against on the next level, how you learning from them and competing with them. I love to hear that. Um, let's talk about the recruiting process, and schools that's recruiting. With this process, again, you're a top recruit. What schools, have shown the most interest to you so far?
Um, I mean, it's been a lot of schools. I probably say, I mean, LSU recently has been a lot. Just talking to me a lot and things like that. Virginia, Miami, NC State, Virginia Tech, Indiana, Florida State. The list goes. I mean, it's many schools. Hold on, let me see. It's many schools. Rutgers was. I talked to them. That was one of the first schools that I was talking to. Like one of the first big schools I was really talking to. Um, Georgetown, of course. So I mean, it's many schools, and I'm probably missing some right now, but I mean, it's many schools that are reaching out to me a lot, keeping me in contact, things like that.
And definitely, no doubt. Again, you're being highly recruited. We know that it's no, it's not no favoritism or anything like that.
Mhm.
It's just a lot going on. Like you said, dealing with schools, academics, preparing, dealing with the recruiting things. It's a lot going on, and a lot to remember at one time. Okay. Speaking about college basketball, what interests you, about college basketball?
Um, just playing at the next level. I mean, it's always been a dream of mine to play D1 basketball. I mean, and 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 I've always watched the March Madness tournament, but this year I probably watched the most college basketball I ever watched in my life. I mean, even when I was making my bracket this year, I was telling my brother and stuff because we were talking about who's going to win and stuff like that. I was telling him this is the most college basketball I've watched like my whole entire life. So it's no way I'm gonna lose. But just just like watching the March Madness tournament this year, trying to see myself on the court, just having like dreams about that stuff. That's been since I was a little kid. I've always dreamed about playing college basketball, being coached hard, trying to get better, improving. And when I go on visits, I see like basically most of the schools or all the schools, you got 24-hour access to the gym, and I know that's where I'm gonna be most of my time in college. So like I love to hear that type of stuff. So so the college level, I think I think I'm really ready to try to get there. I know I got a long way to go to get there, but like I think I'm ready to go now.
Well, for sure. Speaking about the March Madness tournament, Final Four was going on right now in Houston. You have Miami, who's recruiting you as well, FAU, San Diego State, and UConn.
Hmm.
What's your thoughts as far as with the Final Four? Who do you think will be in the national championship game before I ask who do you think will win it?
Um, it's tough. I think on the FAU and San Diego State side, I think San Diego State. I think San Diego State will get them because just because their defense and things, and then they can come to the offense side and score. But I think defense is what's going to win them that game. And then the UConn Miami game is the game I'm most looking forward to. It's tough because I had UConn in the championship from the beginning, and so it's tough. And they've been playing very well, but Miami has too. So that's a tough game to pick. But I probably say, man, I probably say I think UConn size might be a big factor in that game. So I think they might pull out a close win.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you there. UConn is definitely looking solid, like you said. They started off strong, had some little adversity, maintained it, and been playing great, in the tournament. What's one team before I ask who you think will win it? What's one team that disappointed you, or one or two teams that disappointed you this season in March Madness?
Man, I picked I picked Arizona, and they lost first round, and that man, that messed me all the way up. But so that would probably be the team I would have to say. I just
Most definitely. Yeah,
I thought their size and stuff and like stuff like that would be a big factor, and then but I didn't see Princeton doing what they did in this tournament. So
definitely. Speaking of that, like you said, the underdogs winning, we have seen so many underdogs winning. What does that say to you, about the parity in college basketball right now? Because it seems like the talent is starting to spread out everywhere, and it's
mhm.
not just North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky, who's getting the best talent. What is the state of college basketball to you right now?
um, I think I think just I think this is good for the game. I feel like all like more teams like really having a chance. Like they've of course they've had a chance before, but now with the transfer portal and all that type of stuff, I think it's good for all these teams to have more of a chance to get there. All these players to showcase their skills and things like that, and just live out their dreams. So I feel like right now college basketball is in a good place. I mean, I think there's always gonna be like a weird year. So maybe it'll probably get back to like the blue bloods, or just like the top teams getting back to the just like, I mean, last year it was just like four blue bloods in it. So I mean, I think it was due for a year for something like this to happen. But I mean, I think it'll get back soon.
Real quick, NIL is definitely, becoming more and more and more real.
Mhm.
More athletes are starting to get money and things like that. What's your thoughts about NIL?
Um, I feel like it's great for the athletes, because I think I mean, players have been making colleges like a lot of money just over time and things like that. So I think it's great for the athletes to be able to make money off of their name and things like that. Um, um, but I mean, yeah. So I just think it's great for the players and things like that to make money off of their name, because like they're the ones going on the court every night and playing the game.
For sure, most definitely. Well, we only got a few more minutes of your time. So let's get to the juicy, man. Let's get to what everyone is waiting to hear. What's going on with four-star Mr. Jaden Mustaf? Again, you're being heavily recruited. You're a top 30 player in the country. We know the new rankings is going to be coming up, even though you really don't pay attention to the rankings, but your rankings can only move up. As a fan of you, I can say that for you.
Mhm.
Um, what without making any other schools feel like they don't have a chance or anything like that with you. We know it's still, open. You haven't committed or anything. Do you have any top five schools, that's high on your list right now?
Yeah, right now I do. So right now, my top five would be it or is Virginia Tech, um, Indiana, NC State, Miami, and Florida State. Of course, I'm still listening to other schools and new schools who maybe over the summer will reach out to me and things like that. But as of right now, those are my top five schools.
Most definitely. Being I'm in Big Ten country, I definitely love to hear, that Indiana is definitely up on your list as well, for
Uh huh.
sure. Yes, yes. Um, Out of those schools that you name, is there something specific? Because we know when it comes to recruiting, it's all about relationships, coaches, and different things like that. Outside, the success of the program and the history of the program. With those five schools that you listed, is there any specific reason why those schools are high on your list?
Yeah, so I mean, of course. Um, just like I've been watching college basketball over like a lot this year and things like that, and I've been really paying attention to the schools that I have offers from and things like that, interest from. Um, and I think just the play style, like I have great relationships with a lot of schools. I mean, those schools I probably have like some of the best relationship with, like out of schools I have. So that's a big thing. And then just like watching the play style of the teams. I mean, like just like when I went to Florida State, like they had a down year this year, but they like to have like big guards like myself play up and down, play like defense. Like that's I feel like that fits me. Indiana, like they have I feel like they have like something like Jalen Hurts-Fino. I feel like I somehow like relate to him. And I can see myself playing that role. I can see myself being the point guard there and things like that. NC State, like just the way they let their guards play and things like that. The same with Miami. Them two are kind of similar with the way they the way they let their guards play. Um, and then Virginia Tech, they're kind of the same way. They run their offense and things like that, but they also let their guards play. And then like relationships are also a big part. And I feel like with all those schools, I have a great relationship with like all of them. Like it's I don't think it's one that I have probably a lesser relationship with than the others. So
Most definitely. Love to hear that. Just a couple more questions before we get up out of here. Again, your dad was a heavy recruit, a McDonald's All-American as well. Have you went to him for any advice as far as, what to look for, what to listen for when it comes to the recruiting from coaches when they're, talking to you?
I mean, yeah, of course. He played at the highest level. He played the level I'm trying to get to, the next level where I'm trying to get to next. It was college, and then hopefully the NBA. I mean, so of course I'm going to him, asking him questions and things like that. Um, he's just been giving me advice a lot about just what to really like look at, like really he really like helped me like watch how the teams play, like really like broke it down with me, like watch the games, broke it down with me and things like that. So of course my whole life he's been giving me advice about basketball and things that I should do, and just the recruiting process in general because he went through this before. So yeah.
For sure, most definitely. I must ask you to give out your social media, so that fans can continue following you if they, haven't followed you yet. Just so everyone can keep up with you, what you got going on. Again, you playing with the Boo Williams Summer League team or AAU team and EYBL this year. So people's going to be paying attention to see if you'll, top five schools or anything like that change. So would you give everyone your social media accounts, please?
Yes, my Instagram is at TJTJAEE. My Twitter is at one TJ, which is one TJAEE. And then my TikTok, which I need to get on. I need to start getting on there. Is JAEET1. So those are the three social medias basically.
Thank you for that. And when the interview is posted, we would definitely make sure that we put your social media handles up there as well.
Okay.
Mr.
Bet.
Mustaf, it's been great and it's been an honor to be able to interview you here for the world premiere of the Check Ball podcast, where this podcast is about interviewing prep players, the top prep players, boys and girls, young men and women throughout the country. So, again, we appreciate you here at US Elite Basketball and the Check Ball podcast for coming here and letting us learn more about you and for letting us be the platform that you gave your top five schools as of right now.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you too. Appreciate you letting let me have your time and let you know what's going on with me.
Thank you, sir. Most definitely. Uh, uh, this is the Check Ball podcast. Today's special guest was four-star recruit Jaeden Mustaf of Carmel Christian High School. Please make sure to follow him on all social media accounts and stay in tune with what he's got going on throughout the summer with Boo Williams EYBL. Until next time, everyone, continue being the difference that you want to see in the world and continue blessing us.